I'm Davie.
I'm Misty.
DMWATS.
Unscripted.
Unedited.
Unapologetic.
Let's get it. What's going on, everybody? I'm Davie.
I'm Misty.
And we are DMWATS. You guys, welcome to another episode of DMWATspodcast.
It's the next episode.
The next episode. Unscripted, unedited, unapologetic. So another day has passed in our household. And we are...
I'm going to get through this.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say this. Disclaimer. I did have some dental work done today.
Mm-hmm.
Which was no big deal. Other than the fact that I didn't sleep all last night. It has nothing to do with the dentist. I love going to the dentist. We have a great dentist. I had a bad fibro flare up and the pain. And so I didn't sleep. And then I went to the dentist and... the pain is real.
It's real.
But I have clove oil I had made.
Yep.
And my clove oil is working.
It's working, so that's a plus.
So
trust me.
We have enough time to record this.
Okay, cool.
And my husband's singing Christmas music.
I was singing before we started, like bells will be ringing.
And I looked at him and I go, "Are you for real singing Christmas songs?"
I don't know. I didn't know who sang it. Well, first, before we even go any further with that, I need to say I didn't know she was going to put me on blast like that. I thought it was an us thing that I was singing at. So
it is an us thing.
No. It's now it's an all of us thing now. It's an all of us thing.
Yes, we're including them. They are part of the Hobbs house.
So
right
welcome.
Now.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're
for the next 30 minutes.
Yep. So
welcome to the family.
That's true. Before we go any further, click like, subscribe, comment on the YouTube.
All you have to do is see this little DMWATS logo if you're on YouTube.
Or if it's this way. We don't know if it's backwards.
No,
I don't know. Is it over here?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, maybe we're pointing to it. If not, it's probably on the other side.
There's a little DMWATS logo on our YouTube videos. And if you're watching it through YouTube, all you have to do is click on that little DMWATS logo and boom, you're subscribed.
There you go.
And we'd greatly appreciate it. Same with Podbean. There's no cool little DMWATS logo, but there is a thing that says subscribe.
Yeah,
so.
You guys go ahead and subscribe to us. It'd be great. It'd be great. So
it'd be great.
Yep. So another day has passed. It's been a crazy day though. You know, it seems like when it rains, it pours, right? It's like, all right, so that one thing happened and nothing else is going to happen. And then your phone rings.
And then your phone rings again.
And then it rings again.
And then it rings again.
And it rings again.
Or it's a messenger. Or it's a text.
It is all different people.
Or it's an email.
It's all different people. So, but it is what it is. It happens, right?
It's life.
It's life.
And here's the thing. We do love life. We're appreciative of what we have in our life. Mm-hmm. It's just normal life. And I don't want to get an email going, you need to be more thankful. I am. And I would be very thankful if you didn't write me to tell me how thankful I should be.
That's true.
I'm just having a bad day.
Yeah, we all entitled to
I get to have one.
We all entitled to them. Hence, me with my CBD thing going on here. You know what I mean?
You're so
I like it.
That.
I like it. What? Let's be honest here.
It smells awesome.
Yes, the blue raspberry. So before you guys, true story. Before we did the PTSD episode, you know, all those episodes before, this is what I used to use. You know, if I get a little anxious or if I was, I used to move off. It calms me down. I move off to the side and do this. Now I'm like, this is who I am.
Now he's just owning it.
Yeah, I'm just owning it.
He's unapologetic.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm just owning it. So, but it is what it is. So, unapologetic, right?
Yeah.
And this is how we work. But other than that, guys, other than those things, it wasn't a bad day. It wasn't a bad day. I made chicken wings for my baby.
He made the best
lemon pepper wings.
Lemon pepper wings.
Lemon pepper wings. Lemon pepper freestyle. Drake Rick Ross.
Oh, I'm telling you.
I was listening
and
to
that's
that as I was doing it.
He did.
I was listening
and they were in the air fryer, and they were oh so good, and they were so crispy.
Right, because if you ain't got an air fryer, what are you doing with your life? Like I feel like I felt like a dang on chef.
Are you air frying shaming right now?
I'm not air frying shaming, but if you don't got one, something wrong. But I just think that everybody.
Literal definition.
What are you talking about? No. Don't feel no shame, but you screwing up if you ain't got one. But air fryers are great though. I mean, you can throw them wings in there. They be crispy in the mug too. All you gotta do is throw your seasoning on and put them wings in there. And the air fryer takes the rest.
And we don't put oil on ours.
No, you don't put no oil.
You gotta put oil on it.
No, you don't.
We don't.
You don't put no oil on it at all. You just throw it in the air fryer.
There.
And voila, there you have it. You have nice.
I'll tell you what. Have you ever not put oil on it?
Yeah. Don't put no oil. Well, at least in the air fryer anyway.
There's enough fat on the chicken wing to.
True.
in the skin.
Right.
To crisp it up.
That's true. That's true. And
we had veggies.
Yeah, we had some broccoli and cauliflower. But we also got to discuss this before we go to this fishbowl. So you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
If you're gonna make chicken wings, you better make sure you eat the chicken wing the correct way. There's a friend of ours that I think he's gotten better at eating the chicken wing, hasn't he?
No.
He hasn't gotten better.
No.
So man,
he regressed.
He will eat a chicken wing and he'll eat half of the middle of the chicken wing.
He'll take a bite
or two, and
he
he'll be
might suck on an end.
Yeah, he'll be like, "Hey guys, people telling me I should have my black card returned or something because I haven't eaten chicken wing."
He doesn't eat the chicken wing.
But he just like, brother, the chicken wing is.
I'm not asking you to eat the bone, but I'm asking for it to be clean.
To eat the chicken, though. I mean, there's
there's that too.
Hey, I don't know, but it's.
But honestly, funny. I can attest to this. I've seen pictures of his boneless wings, and he's one. You
mean nuggets?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
still one bite.
I feel like boneless.
Eat the whole thing.
Boneless wings are another way of saying nuggets. It's like, hey.
And he gets proud of himself too. I took 2 bites today.
Bruh,
okay.
Stop it. You should stop posting on it right now. But
I've taken pictures of my chicken wings, and I'm like, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a white girl. Suck on that bone.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta do something with the chicken wing, bro.
Anyways, but that's probably gonna get us a lot of hate mail.
Yeah, probably so. But why not?
I don't care.
Yeah, unapologetic. There you go. So, all right, it's your turn for the fishbowl. It is her turn. I chose the last one, so it is her turn to get on this fishbowl topics. Yeah, and go from there.
It's a bowl of anxiety.
It is.
Here comes the topic.
Here we go. Here comes the topic. She pulling it out there, and you guys got to understand there is a lot that can go into these fishbowl topics. That you pull the fishbowl topic out, and it's just like.
Then you got to unfold it.
Yeah, then you got to unfold it because for some reason when my wife folds the fishbowl topic,
it's like origami.
Yeah, she folds it in like 5 different ways, and it's like you guys may see us looking down and be like, yeah.
I've actually folded fish.
Yeah, you see our hands moving and stuff like that, and we'll just be like, "Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing?" And next thing you know, here's the topic. 20 minutes later, but hey, it is what it is.
So I like this topic because it's pink.
Okay, let's see what we got.
Ow, I can't do it with that arm.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
The fishbowl topic is wildest thing you've ever did.
Kind of sound like the things that we want to do, wouldn't it? Almost. The wildest thing you ever did.
Wildest thing you ever did.
Okay, I'll let you start. I don't.
Oh, I have too many.
Yeah, okay, we'll start with one of them.
I'll take owning a bar for 500, Alec.
Oh,
that's just one.
I mean, that's
low. That's like 50 of 100.
And that ain't even enough time to explain it, but we're gonna do it anyway. Wildest thing we ever did: own a bar.
We owned a bar.
Oh man,
a dive bar.
Mm-hmm. So you would think
on the outskirts of a town.
Look, from the outside looking in, owning a bar can seem like a lot of fun, right?
This is amazing.
Yeah, this is great, man. It's a lot of fun. You
I want to be a part of this atmosphere.
Right. Have you ever gone in a bar and then you told the owner, like, man, this would be so bomb if you would just do this too, and like, hey, you know how you could bring a lot more people in if you do this, and like, bro. Trust me,
everybody knows when they don't own a bar.
Everybody knows when they don't own a bar.
Everybody is the expert when they don't own a bar.
Couple of things.
Then you buy the bar.
Then you buy the bar.
You never buy the bar.
Never. You just sit there and complain about it. You just complain about that they don't change it. Right. Because then it's, I'm not going to lie, I've come in there and be like, man, how come you ain't doing this? How come you just bring a lot more people in?
Of course.
Bring a lot more.
Because you knew better.
It's crazy because the same bar that I said that about, we ended up owning.
We bought the bar.
We bought that bar. And then we noticed the reason why the previous owner wasn't doing a lot of things. I was like, yeah.
What was that Chevy Chase movie? Oh my God. Chevy Chase movie. I'm showing my age right now. I don't care. And he buys the farm, like he goes to a little town and they get Yellow Dog along with the farm, and the whole town is like amazing, and it's Norman Rockwell, and it's just this amazing town, and everybody's so friendly. And then they buy the house and the dog, and turns out the town is just, they're so mean. And nobody gives a crap, and his mail gets thrown at him. I want to say it's like Farmhouse. I don't know. Write me and tell me the name of it.
Yeah, but that's what it is.
Bar.
That's the bar.
That's the bar we owned. It was like amazing, and everybody loved us, and we were behind the bar. I was already a bartender there, so it was great. And then we bought the bar, and the night before the celebration, holy crap, it was amazing. We're like, we're fire, we're amazing people. And the next day, crickets.
Yep. Then you buy the bar.
Then a few days later, you know what you should do?
Yep. Bring on the tips of people who don't own one. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's crazy.
Then the bill comes.
Then the bill comes.
And I'm sitting there going, did he pay everybody? Did he give everybody
it's
money to make us feel like we could do this?
Yeah, I can tell you, you know, but a lot of things that I can say, you know, especially when it comes to bars, you don't think about it till you own one. Is that everybody, of course, everybody wants to go in a bar and get a drink for free. Sure. Everybody would, you know, that's what it is.
Everybody's your friend.
Yeah, exactly. And then here's the thing. What I noticed when we were on the bars, it's like they're policing you pour their drink. Like, first of all, you paying about $4. Like, what are you staring at? You know what I'm saying? If this is, you know, you paying about $4, all right, come on. You can pour a little bit more. Yeah, I could, but I'm not.
There were good things that came out of the bar owning business and bad things. And what you guys need to be respectful of is, first of all, y'all some you guys aren't kind to the bartenders. And I can say that because I was one. Mm-hmm. Before I was a bar owner, I was a bartender, and you guys suck. So first off, be nice to your bartenders. Mm-hmm. I'm sick of that. Don't tell them how to pour the drink unless they're literally pouring it wrong. And by wrong, I mean I asked for a Captain and Coke, and you are giving me a Castillo and Sprite. Mm-hmm. Don't tell me my job.
Yeah. And that's
other than that, you guys, people don't make money at a bar.
No.
The bartender does tips. Yes. The servers do, of course. The owner? Nope. Because guess what? It's a cash business. Yeah. What does that mean? That means the next day you got to buy liquor because you just bought me out of liquor that I have lowballed you on so that I could get more customers in the door. And now I have to pay for a bottle of liquor. And if you think I get a discount, I don't. Mm-hmm. So, wildest thing I've ever done, owned a bar. Yep. All right, your turn.
Cool. This probably ain't a wild thing, but I guess it's kind of
wild thing.
That's not all I was thinking, but yeah. Oh wow! All right.
Do you like my air?
Nope.
Okay.
But anyway,
I tried.
Yeah. No, my thing was, I would say I was in Hawaii, and it's maybe more so a funny story, but it still goes up with wildest thing I ever done.
Okay.
Well, I was in Hawaii.
All right.
And I brought my son over to Hawaii. Okay. Right. And we got in the water, went over to the beach, and he's like, wow, everybody knows when you're at the beach, they got the cones where it's like, don't swim past this area. Or if you do, you on your own. It's like the cones of caution.
And we all know your affection for deep water.
Right. And so in this case, it was a wall. Like it was a whole wall there, and it's just the way that the ocean was. It was like, hey, and it was like, hey, don't go past this wall.
The break.
Right. Whatever you want to call it. But the break, fine. So my son, he decides, hey, let's get these surfing boards. I'm like, for what? Because he's like, yeah, they look like surfing boards, but I think they're more like you lay on them and you paddle out or whatever. But I'm still going to say boogie. I don't know. But anyway, you lay on, he was like, hey, let's get these. I'm like, okay, I'll get one. But wow, this is crazy. We can do this in the shallow end just like that. That's crazy, like you can float around in these in the shallow end. That's crazy. That's what I was doing. And he was like, look, I'm trying to go past the wall. Now, most parents, it's like, look, I'm your parent and, I'm responsible for you. You can't be doing stuff like that, which I did think that. But I also thought, well, you're 18. So.
And you're in Hawaii.
He's like, look, I'm finna go out.
Something new.
He's like, hey, I'm finna go out there and paddle because there was a lot of people out past the wall.
Sure.
There were people. So he was like, I'm gonna paddle out there. I said, all right, cool.
Normal people.
Cool. And I said, go ahead. So I'm sitting there standing there watching him go. And I'm looking at him, he turns around and he's waving as he passes the wall. I'm like, hey, yeah, all right, see ya. And he goes out there and he gets even further from the wall and I start to see the waves. I start to see the waves pushing on him. But he's trying to talk to the people, the waves. I'm like, all you have is that board. If that board falls. I'm looking. I'm like, man, okay, so one of the things I always tell my wife is that we always give the story about like, hey, if it's a bear that comes up or a wild animal, and it's like, look, I'm like, I just gotta be faster than you because somebody got to tell the story, right? Somebody got to go get help.
Somebody's got to live to tell the tale.
So I'm looking at him. He and I'm sitting there looking at him, and he finally comes back. And this is what makes the story wild. He was fine all the way. He was fine all the way out there. Once he got back, the wall, he cut a long gash in his leg on the wall, coming back from all the deep end, and that's where he cut himself.
Seen the scar.
And you seen the scar, yeah. And so when he was like, "Oh, I cut myself," I said, "Oh, that's crazy. We should probably get out of the water, blood, salt water, sharks, things like that." But I mean, he was looking at me like, "So why didn't you come out there with me?" I was like, "Well, so what about our relationship, with each other as father and son that makes you think that I am one to go and do some silly stuff like that? That's literally nothing. I've given you no reason to believe that I'm going to head out there with you whatsoever and be adventurous." So the craziest thing I did was watch him go out there. So that was my thing there. You're welcome. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Wild. But that wasn't there for the wildest.
That's the craziest thing Ellis has done.
It is.
And since then, Ellis has joined the military.
Yeah. He's done some more crazy things.
Actually, Ellis joined the army.
He joined the army. So
yeah, he tops that story by joining the army. I'm still waiting for the wild part about what you did, the wildest thing you've ever done.
Fine. Did I ever tell the water survival story? Have I ever told the water survival story on the
Yes, you did.
the DMWATS where okay.
Did.
Well, then that was wild too.
When you elbowed the chick in the face?
I don't think you needed to stay on with that one.
But it's the story. And if you go back through our episodes, they will hear you literally say that.
Hey.
Okay. So back to me.
Yeah, all right. Go back to her then. Go back to her.
Because I guess I have.
Well, that's because it's unscripted. So I'm kind of like on the spot. So I'm just like, okay, well, let me think. It's the wildest thing I ever did.
I sent photographs to Playboy.
Really?
I have a rejection. You know how I am with rejection letters.
My wife loves rejection.
I have a rejection letter from Playboy from when I was in my 20s. And yeah, because they were doing a mom's, like a mom's episode, or not episode, but what do you call them? What was magazine things back then?
I don't know.
Issue.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I was having a mom issue. But yeah, I did.
Really?
Yeah,
you did.
Did.
Wow, that's that is. I mean,
so
I
didn't do nothing wild. Like that. That's got to be in the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I was young and I was beautiful and I knew it, and I just owned it and was proud of who I was, and I was like, you know what? I already knew I was gonna get rejected.
Really?
Of course. I knew. I knew I was gonna get rejected, but I wanted to know that I owned my skin in that moment and that I had done something like that. And nobody could ever say that I, didn't try anything, because I did. So there you go.
You did. That definitely tops what I was thinking.
Wild.
That definitely tops what I was thinking, because I was thinking about my wild side as a teenager. And so I mean, and I think this is more one of my stories again. It's like, so you guys remember those pegs that used to be on the back of bikes, where like people riding the bikes, the person be standing on the you stand on the peg. Yeah. So I can remember a time when a friend of mine, I ain't gonna tell who he is, I ain't gonna put him out there like that, but he came to get me, and we were supposed to be heading down the block where everybody was playing basketball. And he was like, hey, I'm like, look, I'm walking, and I'm like, man, you got pegs? I was like, yeah, just get on the back. I said, cool. And so I get on, we're rolling down the street. Yeah. And I was like, bro, like, I saw my mom coming, she getting off work, and she turned the corner, and I wanted to say hi to my mom. So me being as excited or wanting to show, hey, look what I can do, decided, hey, I'm gonna jump off the pegs while it's in motion. You understand what I'm saying? I jump off the pegs while the bike is still going. Now, I don't know what folks know about motion and momentum,
inertia,
and all those things. And
a body in motion must stay in motion.
Yeah. Well,
I'm thinking about my inertia correctly. I think that's the law.
Well, there's a few things that you got to understand. See, so what I thought was when I jump off this bike, cool, I can immediately start running as fast as we was moving because it's just a bike. Not realizing that my homeboy then stood up and he did the,
he did the brake.
No, not the brake. He does. You know how you go when you was younger, you go fast on the bike when you start moving it side to side and you going like that. You like, yeah, you getting up.
God,
He did that, so we was going way fast.
Okay.
Forgot all that when I decided to do what I did next. So now we're booking it, and I see my mom. I'm like, hey, my mom's waving, so I decide, look, no biggie. My whole boy is back there. I'm just gonna push off the back.
Sure.
And then I'm finna run
with
it. I'm just gonna start running.
Going.
Yeah. Well, apparently God didn't design gravity and all that other stuff that way. So here's the thing. So I jump off the bike, and I realized real quick once my right foot hit the ground that this is about to end terribly. Okay, this is finna end terribly. So once again, I wasn't finna be the only one that was about to make this fall. So I grabbed my homeboy by the back of his pants to try to stable myself because I was like, I have now realized this is way too damn fast and it ain't gonna happen. So everybody knows if you go a bike, momentum, I grab his pants and try to hold on. And in me grabbing his pants, he turned the handlebars. Where you going? He turned the handlebars and we were no longer going straight. Let's put it that way. We did not go straight in a line. It was more, instead of a line, it was more of a squiggly scraggle. And there were two bodies on the ground in the street. And the bike, I need everybody to know something. The things that happen on them TV shows with the cartoons, where the screen leaves and then you hear the crashing noise and the bike just all of a sudden rides away without them. That happens. That happens. Because we both fell and the bike went for about another 10, 20 feet and then fell over. And I felt at that point that we literally have to start crying. Because it's the only way that people are not going to laugh. Like, it hurts. So you're stuck between, look, now I got to be a man.
Sympathy card.
Right. I got to be a man and don't cry. Or, look, when I get up, there's going to be a lot of pointing and a lot of laughter. What makes it worse, obviously if your mom finna roll over to you, baby, are you okay? Like, that's going to make it worse.
It depends on the mama.
Yeah. Well, mine didn't see it. So she kept driving.
See, like I said.
Mine didn't see it. So, Mom, when you're watching this, that's what happened after you turned the corner into the house. Yeah, I was on the ground and scraped up. That was one of them times when I came in the house. Like, what happened to you? Yeah, I got fouled real hard at the basketball game. So you go with that, something like that. But that's one of my wild childhood stories. Not as good as the Doberman story, but hey, it really happened to me.
But I feel like I'm at I don't know. Maybe it's an advantage. Maybe it's a disadvantage. The audience can let us know that.
What's that?
But like my wild stories. Owned a bar.
Yeah.
Sent pictures off to Playboy.
Yeah.
You're like, when I was a kid.
Hey, I don't know. Like, I
was riding a bike and I fell.
Because you got to understand my stories, like what I consider wild, they don't take up much time. Like, I can sit here and say I emailed Carmen Electra before and absolutely nothing happened.
Okay.
Yeah, I emailed Carmen Electra before.
Okay, along those lines, I entered the contest back in the day, dating myself, marry Pauly Shore.
Really?
Yep.
You sent him up?
No, there was a contest on MTV, and it was marry Pauly Shore.
Really?
And you weren't actually marrying him, and you had to be 17 and older, and it was just like you could get like. It was like $2,000 and a week on MTV kind of a thing. And so I entered that too.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's
still involved pictures. Didn't win.
Yeah, hopefully it wasn't the same ones you sent to the.
I didn't.
Yeah, it wasn't the same ones you sent to the magazines.
No, my God, no.
Yeah.
That was way different. It was MTV. Yeah. MTV was clean back then.
Yeah, it was. So I can say that. I can say that I went gliding before.
Now see
gliding.
That's wild. That's
gliding.
Wild.
Now
that's
gliding.
Wild.
I went gliding when I was a teenager. Remember, I was in radio TV for back in high school, and I can remember going gliding. One of the things that turned me off about gliding is when they told me the kid that was doing it is 17 years old. I was like, oh, but we're. You guys talking about.
I need an adult.
Well, I'm saying like you're gliding, you're going up in this glider, and like you're being towed in the air. And then
by a plane that actually has an engine.
Right. So, and then you hear the loud, if everybody know that sound that you just know you're in trouble, that seriously, the release of a cable, clink, it's like clink, and you're like, wow, what was that? And that's next. Ooh. And there's no engine, there's no nothing. And I can remember the kid telling me, hey, man, no, seriously, you really got to stop talking. Like, I was like, are you sure we on the, like I just need to, like, there is no engine. He's right now.
I've got to hear the sound of the wind.
There is no engine. He was like, bro, like, seriously, like, you got to stop. I was like, oh, okay. So, I mean, you seriously do this all the time, like you said, right? This is,
I'm going to live, right?
Like, this is not, I'm really just tripping, right? You know what you're doing, right? This is not something that we don't, yeah. So, I went glad we got on the ground, and because I had to interview the guy after it. I had to interview him after.
I would kill for that video right now.
No, you wouldn't, because I didn't interview him, and they had to give it to. He refused to give me an interview. He did not like me when we landed. He was like, "Look, no offense, but can somebody else give me it?" Because I got up in the glider, and I was there with two of my friends, and they was like, "All right, man, you come down and then you interview him. We're gonna handle the camera and all this other stuff." Yeah, I handled the camera when I got down. He didn't want. He didn't really want to talk to me after that. I'm not saying I made him second guess it, so I was just like, "Are you sure we should be turning this way?" Like, because I feel like the field is. Well, that's when I didn't know anything about flying. I was like, "Shouldn't we be turning left?" Like, I feel like the field is. I feel like the field is literally behind us, and we're gliding because it's not like, oh, I'm gonna turn around with this engine. Let me put the throttle up and move it around. Nope, not all like that. So hey, that's that. I mean that.
Oh, baby.
I mean between that and tubing, I tell you my tubing when I went. Tubing, where they got the big old tubes and you getting pulled by a boat.
Yeah, that's tubing.
Yeah, tubing. Yeah, I went tubing when I was younger, and that's probably one of the wildest things. Probably worse than the gliding.
Really?
Yes, because let me tell you something. Here's what people need to understand when it comes to tubing. They can't hear you yelling to stop.
No, they can't.
No, they can't. So if there's something really going on, like, I don't know, water shooting up in the spot of your body where it shouldn't be.
People that have given you the tube to begin with.
When they say give us a sign if you want to, go faster and lower, like, you need to understand. So it's hard to get, when you're holding on for dear life, you're holding on with both hands. And it's like, look, there's a certain feeling in your body that is not cool. And the rush of water up in your body from a certain orifice at a high speed, you don't like that feeling, and you will try your best. So you're stuck between, I should give them the thumbs down, but I don't want to move my hand off of this. You're stuck between that, and I really hate this feeling that's happening to me right now. So and if you let go, you can fall into the water. And clearly I done seen Jason movies and, and all that other stuff. So we right by a lake. I'm like, look, man, I ain't trying to get, none of that stuff happening to me. So, I mean, hey.
Because we all know how that movie ends.
Yeah.
Or how it begins, rather.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not falling in this water. I ain't going to be like Lake Placid. I don't know what's happening down there. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. So, I'm literally trying to yell. And when you're yelling, the water's shooting in your face. And so, you're stuck between quite a few things happening to your body that you just do not like. But I finally built up the courage to give them the thumbs down, and they slowed down. Now, the problem with that is my homeboys were sitting up on the boat laughing.
Of course they were.
But of course it was their turn to get on the boat. They was like, bro, we can't. Why didn't you tell them to slow down? I'm like, man, it ain't what you think. I'm like, ha ha, joke's on me, ha ha ha. Go ahead and get on that boat. Go ahead and get on the tube. So they get on the tube and we take off. I see their hands, give them the thumbs down. I see it. Because the guy driving, he's like, let me know if they're telling me to slow down and go fast. I said, okay. I see my friend's hand giving me the thumbs down to slow down. I said, he said, speed up. I said, he wants you to go faster. Are you sure? Positive. Now, I don't know when a tube hits the water at a certain speed, it can gain some height.
Yeah.
It can gain a lot of height. And my boy was like really tall. So like when you see the Kermit the Frog legs in the air and you see the tube in the air and him going like this, waving like, stop, please. I'm like, he's like, man, he all right? I said, yeah, man, he's having a time of his life. He looked like he's really so.
You're so mean.
I wasn't mean. I just didn't like being laughed at. So when his time was up and he got when he got on the boat, I said, man, you was having a ball. Man, you ain't see me telling to give him the thumbs down. I said, what? I thought you said go fast. I ain't say go fast. Like, hey, bro.
DMWATS. dmwatspodcast at gmail.com.
Hey, Kyrie, I'm sorry. I hope you're not paying attention to this, but if you are, that's what happened.
Okay, so 2 more for me.
All right, go ahead, baby. Go ahead. Sorry, I did throw 2 of them out there. Or 3.
I once left the country.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Bahamas. With a man I knew for 2 months.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Wildest thing you ever done. She forgot the rest of that.
I married him.
She married him.
4 months after that.
Yeah, that's true.
So 6 months after I met a man,
mm-hmm.
I eloped. No, that's not crazy.
But that is crazy.
It's wild, though.
It's wild.
It's wild, and it works.
And it works.
We have a good time.
And then we have a podcast.
We do.
So boom.
Well, we have a great life.
We do.
have a charmed life. We have a blessed life.
We do.
And then the other thing I was going to say is I literally thought there would be more of your wild stories, and I told mine. I was completely open and honest. And yeah, Mom, sorry, you raised a good kid, but that's what I was doing. And yeah, hey, kids, listen, our kids, sorry, don't care.
Well, first of all,
actually, I'm not sorry.
Well, first of all,
I have had a great full life, and I have lived it to the fullest, and I have said that I tried. Because what would have happened if I would have been on Playboy? Holy crap! Can you imagine?
I don't think we would have met.
Oh no, I think we would have.
Well, I mean,
done anything.
I mean,
I would have a magazine to show. Hey, this is what I looked like when I was in my 20s.
No, I would have been like, that was
when
you.
When I had ovaries, this was me.
I'd be like, that was you, huh? I got this issue. So I'm just saying, but.
Well, I'm just saying though. So the probably craziest thing I've ever done is just spill the beans, right here.
Hey,
for everybody to hear.
We were all young once. You know what I'm saying? We were all young once, and we did some crazy things when we were younger. But.
Well, it's not even crazy. It's just wild. We still do wild things. We have a podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
And we're of a certain age.
Yeah, true that. We put ourselves out there. But, hey, as we said, guys, DMWATS, Gmail, dmwatspodcast at gmail.com. You guys know what it is. You guys know where to find us. Look, all the streaming services, Spotify, Facebook, Snap, all the you know where it's at. And then, of course, Doge to the moon. But let's go ahead and throw it out there. AMC. To the moon, BlackBerry to the moon. You guys make sure you guys are, if you're in it. Hey, I gotta say we're not financial advisors.
Oh yeah,
I gotta say we're not financial advisors, but hey, get in there, man.
And
get in
on
it.
Us or comment your wildest thing that you've ever done, whether it be when you were a kid or a young adult or now.
Yeah, Lord, please don't send us no X-rated wildest thing.
No, don't send us pictures.
Just don't.
We don't need pictures. We'll believe you.
Yeah, we'll believe you. Yeah, we get a few. So, but hey, you guys, but hey, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching, guys. But I am Davie.
I'm Misty.
And we are DMWATS. Thank you guys so much for everything, for tuning in. We will see you guys. Holla at you later. All right. Take it easy.